Booyah! Let's see if this works. Okay, can you see how many thumbs I'm holding up? All right, good. Should be one. Let's see. There's the scope. There's the. All right, we go in between one thing we're doing and the next, and I got to rearrange everything. That's the way it goes. Let's see. Ooh, we got to delete that part. Okay, look, it's the big show. You ready? And it's Coin Seminar Weekend. I want to thank everybody for coming in. Thank all those good folks. Have been putting on videos. We had over a dozen. Geez, we talked about everything under the sun. And you get an idea that, you know, it's not just about the coins. Really. A lot of people, they wear blue jeans, they drive a Ford, they wear Fruit of the Looms, right? Pretty much their entire life is dropped off in a box. And they open a box and just pay for it with credit. Coins, one thing all these shows have in common is a passion for the hobby. And that kind of sets it apart from, you know, just watching TV all the time. Okay, look, I got, oh, I found out this isn't cheese, by the way. It's wax. And that really bothers me because I've been scraping it and grating it onto my pasta for like a week and a half now. No worse for the wear. There it is. We'll set that over there. Okay, make sure we got... I cannot find a glove. There's stuff all over this desk. Good Lord. I got some stuff for Dodger that has to go out next. I can see part of it from here. I haven't left you out. Oh, who's in here? We got Riser. Hi, VPC. There's Joe Durbin. Good. Melissa. Hoover. Corgi. And Coins. Cajun. There's Vern. There's Arnie. We got all kinds of people here. Look, we have a bunch of channels, and every channel has been giving out a clue, okay? You got to get as many clues as possible because we're going to have a giveaway tomorrow night at 9:30. Let's see, 23 hours and 58 minutes from right now. So they're giving out a clue somehow. And you got to figure out where their clue is, what it's about, maybe decipher the darn clue, right? And we're going to have some things. Now, Blues Coin sent in 20 bucks for shipping because, well, he sent in this other thing too, and it's kind of heavy. So the shipping comes in handy, but he sent a lot for shipping. He sent 20 bucks for shipping. Well, I tell you what, we're going to have 3 giveaways tomorrow night. The first one, well, maybe the first one, because we're going to mix it up a little. Okay, the first one is this. It's a 1993 Prestige proof set. Dun, dun, dun. Everything's original, right? Original brakes, original shocks. Here it is. You have the James Madison dollar up at the top. It's sharp. Ain't a thing wrong with these. And the half dollar clad down bottom. Now that's a silver dollar, 90%er. Okay, and the penny, nickel, dime, quarter, and the 2 halves. These are wonderful things. Has the original box. What's this? That's a piece of lint. Don't worry about the lint. That's no extra charge. And here's the backs of them. They're upside down on this view, but that's the way they make the darn things. Somebody thought it was a good idea. Okay, there it is. That's going to be one. Now, we got 3 packages. We're going to have 3 winners. So the first place winner will have their pick, right, of these 3 items. That's one of them. All right. Now, you ever heard of a Dutch auction or a Yankee raffle? Where's that other one? Over here. Okay, the second item is a Dansko album, 8100. That's made for Lincoln Cents, right? That runs 1909 all the way. You got like 100 pages in here, right? That runs from 1909 to 2016. Got all the parts in great shape. There's a sticker here. I'll take the sticker off. This was Dansko set number 6 for me. What a cat hair. I've had it a while. There, we'll take the sticker off. All right. Everything you need. Got to have all the holders, all the slides. It's in great shape. As somebody wrote on the back, I think you can live with that. That's not a deal breaker. These are really the king of coin albums if you want to get into it. If you had to buy that brand new, it would probably set you back anywhere from 35 to 45 bucks. Okay, now the second prize winner gets to choose, you know, of the 2 items that are left, or can pick one and trade, right, with the first guy. You see the way that works? You know, the first guy picks this, the second guy picks that, and then trades. There ain't nothing the first guy can do about it. He gets whatever he's like. Now the third prize winner, okay, because we got this from Joe. We got all the shipping, and we got, oh, what's that? It's a 2002 W West Point silver dollar. Okay, let's see if we can get that to focus. Focus, move this dark, make that focus. I didn't want to focus. There it is. So that's 2002 W, the West Point dollar, made at West Point. It commemorates, it's self-commemorating. Whatever, here it is, here's the back. Now this is NGC slab and it is MS69. Nobody knows what that extra point went to. You'll have to figure that out. They never tell you why they lost a point, but it's tight. You'll like it. Okay, now the third prize winner gets to choose, well, he gets whatever's left, but he can pick either of the previous 2 winners and swap out his prize with what they got, and that'll be it. It'll be fun. You never know what you're going to win. But either way, all 3 winners will walk away with something. There's Hoover, there's Paula. Official rules for the giveaway. No purchase necessary to win. That's right. Ken has a right to refuse or rescind any entry at my discretion. There's about 2 addresses that I'm not able to ship to, and I can't ship overseas. Must be a U.S. citizen. Package must be shipped to a U.S. address. There you go. How do you enter? Wait for it, baby. We ain't even seen what the prize is yet. You know, we go for about an hour, hour and a half, just running my mouth, and then we'll have a giveaway. We always start with one of these, though. Kind of neat. And what we're going to do is build a package. That's what the big show is. What is that, a hare? It's that cat again. Kitty! Oh. Okay, here we go. We're going to start with a 1 ounce copper round. They call it a PV penny. You get the Walking Liberty design on the back. It's not quite as close a match as the Albers, but it says, you know, 1 ounce of pure copper, 0.999 fine, and it's got a beautiful finish. Now, with the way this works, people, they send coins. Dude, they send piles of coins, right? And, you know, it'll last for weeks. And I'll take a coin out of each package each week and put it over here, and this is going to be, you know, the Big Show package. Works great. Don't forget the Viewer's Choice Award. I'm on it, but bear with me. I was actually going to talk about it tomorrow because I don't have the address and the pictures and stuff ready. We'll get there. Right now I'm going to talk about the Big Show and how it works. Okay, now people also send in cash, and that's just as good as money. I've got an email address right here. If you have PayPal, you can send money. Now I don't get to keep it, well, a little, right? I'm going to keep the first $20, and that's going to take care of shipping. It's going to take care of all the things that I add in, you know, the holders, the pennies, this thing right here. Sometimes I'm left with about $2. Okay, but that helps defray the cost of this because we just do this for fun, right? That was gross. One moment. Now we also have, and Paula just put it up, we have a link down below the description, in the description of the video. It's a PayPal link. And you can just click on that. It's going to save you the trouble of trying to spell this, because although it's only 6 letters in my last name, the 2 E's just mess people up. Well, this girl named Kimberly gets it, Kim PV, and she didn't want to come up with the cash. If I don't get it, I can't give it back to you, and I can't count it as having gone into the show. But we're going to take the cash and convert that into coins. So if we got, you know, $30 to play with, we're going to put in $30 worth of coins. Now, if you do send cash, it needs to be goods and services, or I have to send it back, right? If it comes in friends and family, I'm going to get in hock with PayPal, and I do a lot of business with PayPal. It's the primary means of, you know, handling cash online. So I can't get spanked if I lose that account. Dude, I got to go get a job washing dishes somewhere. Nah, I don't want that. So that's how it works. And towards the end of the show, we're going to have, you know, a way to give it away, and I haven't figured it out yet. So we'll probably have a guessed date, or we'll come up with, you know, how much money is in this jar. Right? or some darn thing. I can just pick a coin off the desk here, and we can, you know, whoever tells me what the date on that is, that'll work. Sometimes I put letters down here. We spell a word. You never know. Yep, don't forget to use goods and services on PayPal. But we usually do anywhere from $100 to $200 in cash that comes in, and we put that into the package. Now, get it in early, right? Because I'm going to add everything up, which I haven't done yet. Gosh, I haven't even looked at it. I don't know what's coming in this week. There we go. But I'll start with, you know, as big a coin as we can and work our way down until we're broke. No pow-pows. Am I in trouble? Okay, what are you spelling? I don't know what's happening. Oh, I meant to go into this. I was just in Jeff Schumar's chat, and the subject of hairspray came up for some reason. So I made a note, because I got to tell the hairspray story. Got to hear this. I was working my first, you know, paying job for, you know, for a real company instead of shoveling out Mrs. Fenno's driveway. I was washing dishes at a Friendly Ice Cream. This is, you know, mid-'80s. Man, we drank a lot of beer in the mid-'80s. I don't remember the late '80s, and I think that had a lot to do with the mid-'80s. There was a cave. I think we were there for a while. I forget. It's gray. But anyway, the story goes back in at this Friendly Ice Cream. I was working in the back where we washed the dishes, and this guy over behind me, he's, you know, chopping onions and slicing tomatoes. And I'm thinking, one day I'm going to slice tomatoes and chop onions, because that looks like a good gig. Anyway, he had all these old ladies out there hustling, slinging hash around. They're serving French fries and eggs. Well, that's what they sold. Look, it was French fries and eggs and ice cream, sometimes hamburgers. But these old ladies would come in for breakfast. And, well, the thing back then was your hair had to be perfect. I mean, perfect. They'd come back, they'd run into the back, they'd get a minute off. They'd smoke, you know, light a cigarette, set it in the ashtray, which was right beside the soup. I mean, this was the ashtray, and this was the soup, and there was this much. I mean, we're talking 2 inches, right? Soup and ashtray, and beside the soup, which is, you know, 208 degrees, they got this can of Aquanet. So they come on in, check the soup, smoke a cigarette, flick the ashes in the soup, then with the flames there, they got the Aquanet just. They run back out, right? Here's a cigarette. Well, I may as well finish that. Anyway, and noontime comes out. It was my job to take the soup and carry it outside. And of course, you have a shift change. So now instead of the old ladies, you got the soccer moms who were, you know, serving lunch. And it's really neat because one day this guy, I heard him, you know, he ordered some soup, and he says, "Gee, for some reason that reminds me of that morning girl Maggie." Well, anyway, there it is. Miss Jordache and Gloria Vanderbilt, and how about the little shirts with the tigers on them, and parachute pants? Yes, I'm guilty. I wore parachute pants in the '80s. I had hair. I had contact lenses for like a week. I hated them that much. I haven't been back since. Let's see, you had the Benetton shirts. Remember those? They're blue and white, and you can wash them once, and then they lose their strength and structure. And you can't dry clean a shirt, you know, for regular wearing. That just didn't make any sense. Dry clean only. I waxed a car with it. Now, speaking of which, should we put the wax in the Big Show package? We'll leave that out. Okay, look, people have sent a bunch of stuff, and we got to get in there and find out what it is. Meanwhile, I'm going to give you one last look. SJ had sent a bunch of coins. The contacts fell on the soup, and one guy said he's eating the soup. He said, "This reminds me of Ken for some reason." Okay, I got a package of stuff up here. SJ, you in here, SJ? SJ's Mixed Adventures. Sometimes she's on. Usually she's on. I think she streams more than anybody else on YouTube. She's a lot of fun. She's the heart and soul of the community here. But look what she sent. She sent this sack of foreign coins. Now, I don't know how many are in there, but what we've been doing for a couple, 3 months people would pick a picture or a letter. So on the back of each of these is a number, right? And whatever number's on the back, that's how many of those foreign coins we're going to put in. I wore skin type hip hugger bell bottoms in the 60s. I unfortunately also wore that sort of thing. We had flare leg jeans in the 70s, corduroy, gray, and brown. The most unappealing thing. And we had plaid shirts and striped pants. It seemed normal to me. Get over here, put in your pants, here you go. My mother gave me pants, and she gave me shirts. Then I got a little bit older, I learned I could buy clothes. You know, I just have to go work. So I'm shoveling snow, right, make some money there. I'd go downtown, I'd pick noses, and make some money there. There's always something to do, man. Anyway, it was downtown where I learned I can go to this bank and get pennies, because over in that bank they say, we have a penny shortage, bring your pennies in, we'll give you 55 cents a roll. That's a hot damn. Days, I'm running across this traffic, right? Cars are just zoom, zoom, zoom. And I pick up like $4 in pennies, sit on the curb, go through them, right? Put a couple in my pocket, take the rest over to this bank, and they give me more money than I started with. You can't lose. That's a true story. Seriously, they were giving 55 cents, or they were giving you 10% just for walking back and forth. So I did that until they said, I know what you're doing. She ruined it, that teller. I curse her name. Oh, let's see who was over here. It's Kent Downey. You had bell bottoms. Jeez, the shirts back then. How about boat shoes? You know, there's these leather shoes with a white sole. And they call them boat shoes, so you can wear them on a boat and they're not slippery, but you can't get traction on snow in those things. They were just awful. Well, look at this. Matting sent this in. We looked at this before. I don't quite understand this. This is probably like a sit and spin from the 70s, but they made it smaller, and you can't sit on it. But look, it does this, and this comes actually from Big Flip. If we can get that to focus. I guess Matting had won this on Big Flip's channel, and he said, I'll send that in. Big Flip, Silver, and Gold Flipper. There it is. He's on YouTube. It's a fidget spinner. Well, I don't know what to do with it. I've been playing with the darn thing for like a month. Haven't lost any weight. It's taken up a lot of my time, and I got to get it out of here. So we're going to put that in the package. It'll be fun. Okay, what's this? Where's Cindy? There's Ector. I used to take the 10-karat gold pins from this one place I worked at. Dude, that's called workplace theft. You're guilty of larceny. I'm turning you in if you don't give me half those gold pins. Cindy sent this in. What you got here? It's a 1986 proof and deep cameo. Let's see, Roosevelt dime. Now this is certified and slabbed by INB. Alright, you got those third-party graders, and the whole idea is, you get the code, you get the barcode in there you can scan, you get the coin, it's hermetically sealed, you can look up stuff on their website, and they stand by their product, right? They will guarantee that the coin in there is what the label says. Okay, then you got some lesser known companies. Where's that one I had go? Oh gosh, can I get to it? That's not it. I've got a great one here. I used to have a great one here. I wonder what happened to that. Huh, it's gone. Okay, it's Superheroes certified coins. You've got a picture of Superman on there. Okay, well let's look at the coin rather than the holder, because that's what we're going to look at. And this is one of those fourth party graders, what I call them. They're not quite as up to standards as, say, PCGS, but well, there it is. And typically they don't do certifying for anybody else. They just put their own coins in there and say, hey, it's Proof 69. I had this one slab. I bought several from a fellow, and it was a Superheroes grading, and every single coin was listed as AU55. AU55. I'm looking at this thinking, might be very good, you know, soaking wet. Well, no matter. We're going to throw this in here for you. And it is, in fact, a 1986S Proof Roosevelt dime. Deep cameo, great shape. I don't see a darn thing wrong with it. And it'll introduce you to, you know, to slabs. There. So now we got a slab and a copper piece and this. Wait a minute. I'm doing it wrong. There. There, you can do that. You can use these at home and make like one of those lazy Susans. So you can take something that fits over it. Right? And now you can just spin it and you get the salt, ketchup, whatever the hell you want. There we go. Mrs. Matting. Well, we're doing great, dear. Look, we're finally getting this thing away from me. It's killing me. It's got to go. Remember that Morgan I had graded from them? From these guys? No, I'm sorry, I don't. By the way, excuse me, Bill 457, I sent him a clue. I sent everybody all their clues for these shows because somebody's got to do it. And, well, for some reason I had the idea, and it seemed like a great idea at the time. But unfortunately, I was a little bit late with Bill's. I sent it out late on Friday night, and he didn't get it in time. So he didn't put it on a show. So Bill 457 made a second video. Right? If you want his clue, go watch his second video. It says, you know, clue for Coin Seminar Weekend. Because the more clues you get, the better chance you have of winning. Right? So if you got half the clues, it's going to be tough on you. You got 3/4 of the clues, it's going to be tough on you. You're missing one, you might miss the giveaway. Pay attention. Get all those clues. Watch those channels. The whole idea is you watch them all, and we'll give you an extra day, and tomorrow we'll have the giveaway on these things. Did Shay have 2 clues? Shay had 1 clue for the 2 shows. I figured, you know, we'll just do it that way. That'll work. But really, you should watch both his shows and find out. Because apparently you only watched 1. Yeah, watch both. That's it. That'll work. Okay, what do you got? We got Matting. This was from Cindy. This was from Matting. We got this from Roadrunner. Where's Roadrunner? I thought there were 2 of these. Wait just 1 minute. I think I had a loss. Something jumped. I wonder where that went. Is this it? There's a lot on my desk right now. That's it. Okay, from Roadrunner, I got a couple of 1920 wheats. This one is an S. What's that say up there? I don't know what it says. Dude, you get these things and they got writing all over them. We're going to take a look. And this one is a 1920. Okay, there, 20 and 20S. So, geez, you're going to want to win that Dansko next, right? To have something to put these in. Let's put these under the scope and have a look. What you got here? Oh, boy. So that's mostly a looker, but if you get in close, well, we'll get a little bit of a scratch on there. Don't worry about the scratch. It's free. Give it to some kid. Some kid's going to be happy to have, you know, a 1920S in pretty decent shape, and he'll overlook the scratch. Come on. You got some rainbow toning in the back. So it's not a bad looker. Just don't dwell on the scratch. There, really. If he hadn't sent this in, there would be no 20S in the package. But look at the next one. You ready? Here it is. Now, it's still in the Mylar holder here. And it's an odd Mylar holder. I have not seen this style. Okay, 1921 cent. And if I tilt this, we can see the color jump right out. And we got some great wood grain. It's kind of light and subtle, but it crosses much of the coin. And it's not in bad shape, really. You love the Gibbs? That's 70s. Andy Gibb, Barry Gibb, that other Gibb, all the Gibbs. There we go. We got a decent 1920 going in there. So there's a couple of wheats for us. A person needs a bunch of wheats. Who else? What was the other Gibb? Were there 3 or 4? I think there was 4 of them. Andy, Barry, John, and Ringo. That was it. Okay, what's this? I haven't looked at these in earnest, but I think you will. I've got a 1964D Kennedy. Here it is, 90% silver with a break in the rays. Oh, and it's from, I forget. Oh, it's romantic. Here it is. Now, it's a real looker here, okay? This is what you call one of those AU-BU sliders. Just a light bit of wear. I'm going to leave it on the holder because I don't want to get my grubby fingers on it. They're covered with wax and hairspray. And here's a scope, and we're looking for a break in the rays. These are the rays. Is that what the BRK means? Is that a hair? No, okay, that's a cat hair. Alright, big black cat. Okay, what are we looking for? Dude, I don't know what I'm looking for. It says BRK rays. That's the rays. These are the breaks. If you look right above these stars, we're going to need to zoom in on this. There we go. We got a break in the rays. That's what it is. So this is a distinct variety you're going to find. Ta-da! Right above and below those two stars. Now, if you go to manticcoins.com, he's got a, what is this? He's got a more complete listing of dye varieties, especially for Kennedy half dollars. Yep, broken rays. Well, we're going to put it in there. There. This is the kind of thing that's kind of nice to pull out of rolls. Not only does he pull the silver out of half dollar rolls, he's going to pull out dye varieties. There's a couple other channels that do too, but they're few and far between. The result is when you go watch his channel, he gives more value for the dollars that come in than most other channels because he gets more good stuff. What's this? What's this? Oh, CJ. CJ does 3D printing. He does some neat stuff. I just had some scratch work on the, I don't know where that went. We did some notes the other day here. He's got another invention that's going to hold tubes of pennies, or tubes of quarters, or whatever you got, tubes. And you can stack them right up. So I only need two pieces, right? It's going to be a cross brace, and then these two pieces for a front and a back, so it's like a wine rack. And you just keep on going upstairs. That'll be kind of neat. Now, what he's got here is not the plastic case, but the insert, right? And these, he's got every state known to man, and it's like 50 of them. Dude, they go on forever. And they're printed in 3D. So there, we can tilt that, you see it. Now I just happen to have a bunch of proof quarters, so we're going to put in here, we're going to take one of his state quarters, no, one of his holders, and put the quarter in, and we'll put in a holder, and we'll get that into the package for you. I'm getting a little light on the state quarters, so I can't, there it is. I can't make sure that I get your state, but if I can, we'll do that. The other Gibbs, Robin and Maurice and Tito, I think, and Jermaine. That's it. Robin, Maurice, Tito, and Jermaine. Gibbs. There. We should have that as a trivia contest in one of these shows. Okay, look at this. Look at this. Did you see this? You ain't seen this. Hooper sent a bunch of stuff, and I mean bunches. Wait a minute. Now it's Andy and Robin and Tito and Jermaine? Dude, Jethro. Yep, Jethro. T. Gibbs. You got Pink Gibbs. You got George Gibbs, 1982. George Gibbs lived from 1732 to 1982. Dude, the guy lived for 250 years, formed a rock band, he rode a horse, he had a great house. Here it is. This is the mansion on Mount Gibbs. What is this? It's an uncirculated George Washington half dollar in the original packaging, the original box. Not a thing wrong with it. What's this? They just love putting stickers on these boxes. What? You can't put the thing in a plastic bag and put the sticker in the plastic bag? Because, dude, all the OCD guys are just flipping out saying, I don't want that. Look, no, it's got a sticker on it. Dude, I'm out of here. Okay, get the original propaganda here. You get the $50, and it's gorgeous. The detail on these is wonderful, but these These are 90% silver when they first came out, these half dollars. They changed them to clad after that. But you get the original box, and here's a signature, just like that. That's what it looks like. Of course, he did it with a quill. Say it with me. Quill. NyQuil. Tranquil. There, we'll put that right there. Oh, by the way, I found some, we call it channel bling or something. What do we call this? Just channel propaganda. Youper over here, she's moving to Texas. She might keep the same name, we don't know. But this is her business card, and it has her address in Michiganese, right? So this would be a collector's piece because she's going to have to reprint all of them. That's a darn shame. It's like the day after she had it printed, the husband says, "We're moving." Okay, then I got lemon heads over here. Lemon has a sale every Tuesday evening, and usually on Thursdays as well. Lemonhead's just a good fella, right? I like his style. Used to watch him all the time, but I just don't have time anymore. Okay, then we got this. It's like a CD cover, right? It's this thin. I understand the manufacturer, the first manufacturer of the CD, he was talking to 3M. Now 3M, Minnesota Mining and Manufacturing, they deal with things that are thin, right? Films, substrates, that sort of thing. They deal with thin things. So when they were approached to manufacture the CDs, this is like a legend. The guy who was doing the presentation held it the entire time like this. See, it's thin. No fooling. Okay, that's Paula's CD thinness. So we got a couple of these things in here. I think I've got one from CFA somewhere, but good Lord. I'm lucky I found the computer, right? It glows in the dark, you know, I clap my hands, the computer comes on. That's really saving me. Okay, so Hooper sent the George Washington. Let's see, Amy sent this one. No, Amy sent that one. Paula sent this one. Lemon sent that one. Are we there? All right. SJ sent a bunch of stuff. Okay, what do we got here? I've got another copper round. This is Chief. Here it is. That's him. That's Chief 10 Gibbs. On the other side, we got the story. It's the American Indian series from Golden State Mint. They've got several different designs on these. So get a hold of the other winners if you want to put together a more complete set, because she sent a bunch and we've been putting in one, you know, every darn week. So now you got a couple pieces of copper in here, a little bit of silver, this funny thing that spins around. You get a Lazy Susan. We'll probably add some corduroy a little bit later. What's this one? Oh, Joe! Joe in here? Joe Durbin sent a bunch of stuff. Okay. What's that? This is the piece that, after punching out the planchets, this is the piece that was left over, right? If I hold that upright, we can see it's clad. We should see it. Well, you'll be able to see it if you win it. There. This is from a dime. The things were punched out, then they go to be milled, then they get stamped or minted. They're not printed. Don't you hate when they say, "Is this coin a misprint?" Cut it out, can't you? You're killing me here. Okay, I've got a piece of dime webbing we're going to put in there. Will you have a clue for the big show? I will, but I want to get through SJ first, right? Where we do the pick to show SJ, you know, how many coins SJ is going to get, and then we'll have the clue. Did that work? Did he get it? I don't know. Okay, now this one I'm going to take out because we'll need to see it up close. Okay, he sent a bunch of Canadian pennies, but this one was loose. And let's see if we can see it. Ready? Here it is. There, it's a Canadian penny. It's a Canadian young head. There she is, Lizzie. It's actually a 1963. There it is, 1963. She still wasn't that much to look at. Dude, she certainly ain't much to look at nowadays. Her corgis look better. Okay, but on the back we have the date, the big maple leaves, and what you got to do here is come down and look at the date. Now I got it a little bit out of focus so I can tilt this and you can see what I'm talking about. Look above the 3 and you have what is called a hanging 3. This is a clash from Lizzie's first chin. Right, this is back when she only had the one chin. Let's see if I can make that focus a little bit better. Now a clash occurs when two dies come together but there's no planchet in between. There's no blank penny in between. So one die will leave its mark on the other. And let's see if I can get that. I'm going to point right in here, right above that 3. And this is what's known as a hanging 3. And there are a lot of hanging dates from the late 50s through, well, 64 anyway. And people think that, you know, these are kind of neat. Well, there it is. We're going to put that in there for you, okay? Let me find a, I'll put it on top of big flipping thing. There we go. That's from Joe. Look at SJ. I keep these pieces of paper so I can thank everybody at the end. Yo, that's a hanger, all right. All right, what's this thing? Oh, it says on it what it is. How handy is that? Paula sends us a 1974 proof Ike. Now this is a clad. The Ikes, when they started out, they said, well, we got that $50 over there at 40%. So if we're going to do a $50 and 40%, we better, you know, make these in 40% or they're going to be bogus. But, well, they stopped making the 40% after 1970. They started making these in 71, so they only did them in San Francisco. And they said, well, okay, that's good, but we really should have some clads as well. So this is the clad version of the proof, and that's a 1974 S. Well, if you want the whole set, you got to have them all. Let's put that. That's not a fake Ike. That's Ike. That's him. Really, that's him. There's another one over here. Fake Ike. There's Ike. Now this is a business strike, and I keep that because it was on the desk. While this one is a proof, and you can see the difference here. And before 1976, 1977, getting the cameo was tough too. They didn't have their act together. It was the 70s. They were more worried about their hair and their pants and their flowered shirts, and they were all hippies anyway up there at the government. We're going to put that in. It's from Paula on the government hippies. Where's Linda? Linda, you're up. Linda sent a bunch of these, and we've been giving them away for a month. She makes these by hand. Now, she makes the necklace part, and she puts a coin in the bezel. And this is a bit of a bronzy, slightly brassy bezel. And I've got a 1976 Kennedy in there. And she does a thing up here where it gets really, really complex. I don't know exactly how this works. But, dude, you don't have to know how that works. All you got to know is it goes over your head and looks damn cool. There, that's a Linda Wallace, one of a kind, Kennedy $50 bicentennial necklace, and it's red, white, and blue, huh? How patriotic is that? There's Linda. Linda sent these in. We thank her so much. She started doing them on CFA's show, and I'm thinking, I got to get her to watch my show. Well, here she is. There. So we got a nice piece of original artwork here. That's sort of exonumia. That's one step past numismatics. That's where numismatics becomes an ingredient. Now CFA, speaking of him, he sent a bunch of stuff. Okay, what's this? I got $1 here. It's slightly used, gently pre-owned, as they say in the industry. But what makes it stand out is the little star right here. The Bureau of Printing and Engraving will print up, you know, $50 million or something, you know, before launch. And most of them are pretty good, but every now and then there's something wrong, you know, somebody, maybe a cat walked across it when it was still wet and screwed it up. So they make replacement bills. Now, I don't know a darn thing about these, really. Not much. I mean, you know, I know to keep them. And the replacements, they add a star. So you can look up the serial number. There's a website you can look it up. And again, I don't know anything about that. But you can look it up and see how rare or common this particular series is for the replacement bills. Hmm, kind of a neat thing. I don't do much with star notes. I had one once years ago. I sent it to somebody as change. Here you go. They paid a little too much, so I just put the star note in there. You get $1 back. He was happy. Okay, I'm going to set that over here, and somebody's going to win that right along with all the rest of us. $100 star note. Are they worth more than $100? Usually, yeah. I mean, even if they're screwed up, you can probably get $105, but eBay will take the 5. Okay, that's from CFA. Dodger 455. Now Dodger had sent the W quarter, and I promised to send him a couple of items, including the llama. Well, the damn llama is still here, but I've got his other items are right here, and they'll be going out shortly. I've been terribly lax on shipping a couple of things in the past couple of weeks. So I want to apologize to Dodger, but we also want to thank him because he sent in this 1960D BU nickel. And if I can get that to focus, that'd be a miracle too. There it is. Real shiner. What are the yellow seal? The yellow seal is how they paid the troops during World War II in northern Africa. Right? Watch this. I've got this over here. There you go. Where, you know, the seal was yellow. Big, you couldn't miss it. And if the troops were overrun, right, we could simply just declare the darn notes without value. So we're not, you know, giving our cash to the Germans, and then they're buying more bullets and using it against us. Now they also had the Hawaiian notes, where the notes were issued in the state of Hawaii. In case the Japanese over in Hawaii, you could you know, demonetize the currency because it said Hawaii on there. It was a form of script, yes. The gold note. Now this is a Federal Reserve note. They're asking me all these currency questions. Okay, you got Federal Reserve notes. You got United States notes, right, which I understand are issued by banks or something like that. Then you got silver certificates, and we got a couple around here over on the table. And they were actually backed by silver. You take your currency into the bank and say, hey man, I want $1 of silver. And they give you $1 worth of silver. Good. That's what a silver note was. And they also had gold notes. Same idea, except they gave you a gold coin. Okay, well this comes from CFA, and it's a star note, a replacement note. We're going to put that right in there. Now I guess the United States notes have red seals. Silver certificates have blue seals. Federal Reserve notes are green. The African notes are yellow. Hawaii, at least the back I think is brown. Patton couldn't wait to pet a desert fox. He petted all his troops, let me tell you, from afar. Patton. There's a piece of work right there. Okay, what you got? Remember that waffle? No, not a waffle. Waffle, bacon, waffle. Webbing. Yeah, it's under W. Okay. They take these things and they punch out a coin. And before it's minted, it's a blank. That's what they look like. Now, the modern pennies, right, the zinc, these are punched zinc, and then they're plated. So they use the same process, but just with zinc. And then it's later plated with copper. Well, CoinOp sent these in. This is Dustin Morgan. These were in a truck spill from the truck taking them from Jardin Zinc down in West Virginia to the Philadelphia Mint from 2016. So, well, this whole truckload didn't make it. Whoa, lost it. So I got 2 of them to add in to your little package here. One for you, one for a friend. PSPR's here. How are ya? The spider is on $1 bill. They got spiders on those things? I'm using my debit card from now on, man. Spiders have no business being on me. I don't mind them in the corner of the house because when I leave the door open, things fly in. And the spiders say, huh, I'll have that for lunch. And they do. They munch and munch. Okay. Look at this thing. Hoogie sent this a while ago. Did you see Hoogie's show? I kind of had to run up to town and get, bread and milk and stuff. So I missed Hoogie's show. But he talked about Buffalo Nichols, and if you watch his show, dude, it's full of stories. It's full of the background story, or he just goes off on a tangent. And he'll tell you about the guy who did this guy's hair. No fooling. Now he sent this in, I don't know, a month ago. It's a 1935 S over S, and I can show you that. But there's a problem with this holder, and this is neat. And this gives it additional value in the form of a novelty. Here's a scope. We're going to look at the S on this buffalo. It's very fine, so we got pretty good shape here. Now bear in mind, I got to show this through plastic, and there's the S. We're going to zoom in, and this is listed as RPM number 6. Now Konicka's RPM number 6 has this big ass, right? This big bottom of the S. And I've got, come on, this is going to be, I'm really tight in here. Okay, we've got some extra metal over here on the right side of that mint mark. Now, for number 6, that little extra bit of metal would need to be a little higher. It would need to be where the split in the S is, right? You got the S part, and it goes, you got the drive-through. That extra metal would need to be up here at the drive-through, not down here at the butt. This is consistent with Konica RPM number 1, but is not a match for Konica RPM number 6. All right, so now we get into what's going on, because this is RPM number 6. Well, the nomenclature is not consistent with Konica. It's not consistent with Wexler, which would be WRPM. Right? It's not consistent with copper coins. It's not consistent with 5-as Stanton. It's RPM 6. What are you doing to me? You're killing me here. There's a problem. If you're going to attribute a die variety, you also need to include the catalog listing, company, service, author, or whoever that does that. Well, it's not a match for anything I know of. Well, except for Konica number 1, which this says 6. Okay, there, we're going to put this in. Dude, looks like a $30, $40 item he sent in here. There it is. They're neat. So now you got a couple of slabs. I moved the waffle here. No, the webbing. I can stack these up. That's from Hoogie, and he just did a show about Buffalo Nichols. That's why you pay for the coin, not the slab. Buy the slab. You can find these slabs that are erroneous, and people make good money on those. Anax, NGC, PCGS, they have a guarantee on their product that the coin in the holder matches what they're calling it, right? And if it doesn't match, they'll give you a refund. They'll buy the coin from you. They'll swap it out with the right one. Whatever, man. But some people will get it, for a song, especially if it's, just plain wrong, and the coin is better than what the listing says. Kind of neat. Now, back in the early days, especially, right, with PCGS, back in the old Rattler holders, they weren't quite as tight as the modern holders. Can you explain webbing again? Hit the rewind button, Blues. That's what it looks like. There you go. Well, their standards weren't quite up to what they are now, as far as grading coins. So it's possible to go and get these older, where they have the digital, the dot matrix printing and the old green labels. You can find those slabs that are a little bit under and have them recertified. And if you go on a lot of dates from, say, MS64 to MS64 Plus, the difference in value on some of these can be hundreds or thousands of dollars. No fooling. People make good money doing that. Hoogie says, I saw 2 NGC slabs where the Morgendals were swapped from their respective slabs. Watch your edges, watch your corners. If you're buying slabs, pull them, right? Give them a twist. See if they creak or crack or moan. Take a look at the edges. Has it been opened? Let's see if you can hear this moan. Nope. Where'd that one I had go? It's gone. Here you go. Okay, that didn't make any noise either. Uh, but if it comes apart, you got a problem. The whole idea of hermetically sealing these, they do it sonically. They get a little thing that goes, and the vibration from this ultrasound melts the plastic. Crazy neat thing. But if that seal is not continuous, well, folks have been known to be a little less scrupulous and put in, an MS-63 into an MS-65 holder and then pocket to somebody, put the money in one pocket, put the coin in the other, and they say, yeah, that's a good day's work. Don't rip people off, please. They kind of, wait till you get older, you'll understand. Okay, what's this? Amy! We got her over here, the Youper. There's Amy right there. Let's see if we can see this stuff. We'll stack it up. Amy, now this is not really a slab. See the way these holders are? It's an acrylic holder. All right, they're two-part. We just had one earlier we showed. And these are, you can get these holders for 50 cents to $1, right? They come round, they come square, all kinds of different shapes. They're two pieces. They'll fit whatever denomination you like, but really, sometimes they don't fit everything. The old bust halves don't fit. Canadian coins don't quite fit. But they're neat. Now, if you got a better coin, these offer better protection than a cardboard flip, say, or even a vinyl flip. There we go. So if you get a coin that's worth, $50 or more, you might consider stepping up your level of protection from a 5-cent holder to a 50-cent holder. And the next step up there would be, say, a $50 holder. So set your own levels on what kind of protection you would like to do. Now, Amy had sent a bunch of these in several months ago. They ended up on the desk, weren't seen from for a long time. They've been aging, they're ripe, they're fresh, they're piquant. Give them a lick. There's nothing better than a nicely aged coin. What do you got here for a date? I'd have to look. 2018, and there's a P on there. It's an Apostle Island quarter. Let's see if we can find this. So these were fresh out of the roll at the time. There it is. In God We Trust. We get a nice big P on there. It's out of focus, but who cares? There it is. Don't mind the contact marks. You get in the holder. And when these came out, they were kind of neat. Well, they still are, by God. There it is. 2018 Apostle Islands from Wisconsin. And that comes from Amy. Because she meant well, and we're gonna see to it it's done right. Let's catch up over here. Michael, the 1909 Indian head, must have had the initials VDB. Why would they have the initials VDB when they were designed by a guy named Longacre? There's an L right behind the head on those Indian pennies. That would be Longacre's L. The VDB is from this fellow named Victor Brenner. Victor David Brenner Gibbs. But he dropped the Gibbs when he came to the United States. That's what they do. Let's see if we can find it. And on the first year of issue, actually the first week or so, right, they're putting VDB on the back of this thing. And they say public outcry. Well, look, baby, it was a week. They really weren't out yet. Victor was an outsider. There it is. Well, they took him off the back and put it on the front. But it took, 9 years. So from 1909, later in the year, through 1917, there was no VDB on the penny. They added that in 1918 with the first run. And it's still there today, right under the shoulder there. Kind of a neat thing. RB's here. Oh, good. The gang's all here. All right, what's more? We got this. That's Amy. Yep. We got Bill J. Bill J sends, let's see what he sends. What do we got here? It's a nickel. Yep, now when I was a kid, these things cost a nickel. Really. Now some of them still do. I've got a 1981 S. It's a proof nickel. Kind of neat. Here it is. And I flip it over, and it's still a it's a 1985 proof nickel on the other side. This is one of those magic coins, right? You see these every now and then, and you just flip it over. Okay. Never mind. I've got two nickels from Bill J. A 1981 S and a 1985 S. Is that right? There it is. Now we're going to take a look at that 1981 because you get two different mint mark styles on 1981. And there it is. And the 1981 Type 1 has a more streamlined S, whereas the Type 2 mint mark is a bit more blobby on the north side of it. But it's quite a subtle difference, and I'm not going to be able to tell unless I'll put it side by side with something else right now. But this looks more like a Type 1, because it does look more streamlined. Okay, well there they are. It's a lot like magic, though. Oh, Kitty Dog's here. Grease is the word. That's a big one from the 70s. Jaws, Grease, Star Wars. Yeah, that was like a huge thing back then. Everything was Star Wars back then. What's this one? Oh, Cheapskate sent a bunch of stuff. I'm going to do this first. Alright, it's a 1998. Is it still? Yeah. He sent a bunch of these pieces of currency from Egypt, I believe it is. And it's a 1998 50 piastres. And I still haven't done the conversion to find out how much this is worth in, US dollars. But you still have the thing here, and it's in beautiful shape. It's crisp, it's uncirculated. Not a thing wrong with it. It's perfect. It's a little holder here to keep it, perfect. Great color on there, some good design. We'll put that with that bill over here. I don't know much about currency, so I give it away. It works great. Now he had also sent, where's that little card? A bunch of Canadian pennies. Aha, there we go. Brand spanking new. I've been doing one of his and one of Joe's. And this is also a 1963, but it doesn't have the hanger. Let's see if we can find it. There we go. That's the normal 3. So now you have to, tell them apart when you get them. That's the normal 3. It doesn't have that hook, which is the clash on the Lizzie's chin. And I'm going to put that right in there. There. And I picked out another one. I picked out a 1920 penny. But under that was this. And I said, we got to put that in there. Because we haven't done, I don't know, 3 of these. We've done a couple of the Tomback, right? Canadian nickels. In World War II, right, we had the steel penny where we said we need the copper for the war effort, so we'll make pennies out of steel and coat them with zinc, and they were blue, which is, all well and good. But Canada, well, they're doing a lot of armor work. They got a lot of steel going on. They needed nickel, so they used their nickel for the war effort, and they made their pennies during the war out of this mix of Tomback, which is copper and stuff in there. Now before that, they were, back to nickel. And this is one of those earlier nickels. I got George 5 on here. And what is it? Oh, these are just splendid little pieces. It's a 1929 Canadian nickel. I saw that and said, I'm going to put that in there instead. Yeah. I'm going to be jealous of this. Okay, let's get that into the package here. So we got nickels, we got a dime, we got quarters, we got... What else we got? Is there a $50 in here yet? Yep, we got one you wear and one you don't. $50, yeah, we got that silver $50 with George on there. We got an Ike on there. I think we got... Yeah, we covered the gamut of stuff so far. Let's keep on going because there's more. Now, I got 3 more stacks here to go through. So while I'm doing this, take a moment and, click on this or click on the link down below for PayPal and add cash and make this package bigger. The whole idea is we're going to put some coins in people's hands that maybe they haven't seen before, right? Maybe something different like a big fat piece of copper or that little bit of webbing Blues wants me to describe again. Yeah, we'll talk about that. Or something, kind of numismatic-y or something to support these channels. You get a little bit of everything on here. But a lot of times, because the people send in, bunches of cash, we're going to put something in there that's going to be a centerpiece of their collection for, well, hopefully not forever, but a lot of times it'll be their centerpiece for a good while. Hmm. So make it happen. It's up to you. All I do is handle the paperwork. You guys make it happen, and you do it week after week after week, and I keep saying it. There's a great bunch of folks out here. What do you got here? It's from Bill Betts. Bow, bow, bow. No, wait. Balboa. Here it is. That's a Medio Balboa. That's 50 cents from Panama. There it is. We're going to look at this. Oop, don't drop it. On the back, you have the seal of Panama. He hangs around and swims in the, swims up and down the channel, is what he does. Here's a picture of him. It's a flying seal. No, I think he got eaten by a, what's that in his mouth? That's his little friend. Okay, here we go. Mining and isthmuses. Mary Isthmus. That's a Rocky Balboa. It's a 1982. Now, they were silver up until sometime, I believe, in the 60s. I don't know the whole story. Foreign coins aren't my thing. See Cheapskate. He'll be more informed than I will. But there it is, Republica del Balboa, and you got Hernando himself right here. Check out the goiter. They put these on to hide the goiter. It was a goiter disguise or something. It was all the rage back then. And you thought those flare leg pants were the freakiest thing. Look what they're wearing on there. Look, what is that? You hang those up at weddings. It'd be all over the place. Two best sci-fi things ever: Farscape and Farscape. I never saw it. And let's see, Firefly. I never heard of it. What was the one where the guys would jump from time to time, and they always stayed at the same hotel? That was okay. One chick was really cute. I loved her, but I only saw the show like 4 times, so it was a brief romance. What you got here? Blues, 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 and blues. From the House of Blues, we get 4 coins. Oh, come back. Okay, we got 4 coins, and he's got his old logo and his new logo. So you get 4 logos. Look at that. 4 times blues. I got a couple of nickels and a couple of pennies. I got to look at this first. Yeah, because he sent some 1960s, but I had to make sure it was not the D, because we got the D, right, from Dodger. Okay, what do you got? I got a 1970S. He'd gone through some BU rolls and had just taken some and put them in holders and sent just stacks of them over here. And I've got a 1960 Screaming, beautiful, great nickels. Right, between the 3-4 of these nickels, yeah, you're going to start a Jefferson set, because you don't often find them in this sort of shape in circulation. Then I got a couple of Lincolns 71D Shiner, and everybody should have, a screaming hot red wheat penny. And if we could see that, we'd be happy. And this is 1955. And San Francisco Mint, which is the last year they produced pennies until 1965. No fooling. From 65 to 67, the San Francisco Mint made pennies, but they didn't put the mint mark on them. They needed them for the coin shortage at the time. What the heck is... I can't... Get there. Okay, if I can spin that, we got something. It's a perpetual motion machine if you keep spinning it. Whoop. Goody good. All right, Silver Nitrate had sent several rolls, and I've got to look at the date again. Yeah, because he's over kind of on the West Coast. He's like way below and out from the west. He's in Hawaii, which is all West Coast, I believe. But he had picked up some pennies and sent some, and I put them over here on the shelf and forgot about them for like a month. So again, they're well aged and they're good. They're ready. They're ripe. They're good for picking. It's 2019 D, brand spanking new roll. They're hard to get over here on the East Coast, I can tell you. Well, we're going to put a roll of those in. Put your chat to live chat. We do this every single week. And there we go. I'm on live chat. Hi, everybody. How are you? We're going to get the show on the road. Sorry, it's been an hour. I've been kind of busy. Okay, let's get into this. We got some more stuff. There's Bill Betts. There's Bill's roll. There's a Balboa holder. Is that it? Is that it? God, this might be it. Where'd they go? Here it is. Hoogie. Been talking about these buffaloes lately. You know, you can collect something for years and years, and then get one coin, and suddenly what you were collecting before, you don't collect those anymore. Now you're collecting, you know, buffalo nickels. You've been doing pennies for years. You know everything there is to know about the penny, and somebody sent you a neat buffalo nickel, and you got to look at that, and you say, I got to have all these now. I got to have a whole set of these. What do you got here? It's a 1913. If we can get that to focus. There we go. And what sets this apart is the reverse. In 1913, you had two reverse designs. One is a mound type, and one is the flat type. Let's get in there and see what the hell we're talking about. Yay, I'm on live chat. Okay, this is from Hoogie. Great shape, by the way. Let's look at it. Here it is. And as you can see, it's a little... There it is. Check out the hair, the details. It's all good. His nose, cheek, the braids, the date is complete. Right? Let's look up here. The date separated from the rim. Good, solid rim. This is easily XF. And we're going to flip it over. Look up here. You get a complete horn. This is easily XF. Light bit of wear on the tail. Maybe on his chuck. Man, you can feel like an army with one of these. Okay, and look, you have a flat line, and under that you have an exurg. Watch his video about exurg. He did a video on buffalo nickels and explained what the heck that is. And this is this depressed area into which they have the device of 5 cents written. Look at this. This is delicious. Here you have a little clash right up here. You'll see this. It's the chin on the Indian. Where'd this other one go? Okay, here you go. Now that one is the type 1. No, that's type 2. Because type 1 was on a mound. And here you got the difference, see? This one's not quite as nice, hardly any horn. Well, you got some horn. Alright. But the problem with the raised mound, well, it tended to wear a whole lot faster. You started to lose, you know, turn it into a medallion in no time. There's the mound, the type 1, and there's the line, type 2. Got it? Felix Unger. Frazier. What are we talking about now? TV shows from the 70s? Let's see. Sanford and Son. The Brady Bunch. Emergency. Battlestar Galactica. The original one with Adama. No, with Lorne Greene. Yep. They got there in their ships and the starships. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. But that's a 1913, really. You know this is 1913 because it has the mound. Okay, but no mid mark on that one. Well, we're going to put Hoogies in here, so let me put that back into the holder because, look. You got Hoogie's Hobby Shop holder. This is the only one I've ever put out. Ellie Mae, dude, that was like the 50s. The Beverly Hillbillies? Maybe the 60s. At least it was like 1962 was Ellie Mae Clampett. Alright, there we got nickels, we got pennies, we got at least one dime, a couple of quarters, 1, 2, 3 $half, a medio, so kind of like fourth $half. We got some bills. Yeah, we got a couple of rolls here. because there's another roll right there that Bill Betts had sent in. What's in there? You will find out when you get it, okay? We got no idea what's in there. This is a roll of apparently wheat pennies he has sent in. Who knows? Could be all washers. Well, we're going to add that in there. We can look at the end. Let's see what's there. Oh, Jesus! Butterfingers. Let's look at the end and see what's there. Okay, we got a 19. Okay, that's a good start. What else could we see in there? If I push that with a stick. 19. 30. 6. Well, okay. That's a 1936 on that end. What's over here? Oh, that's promising. That's a 1930. I don't know what it is. We've got to have a tease. Stop moving! That's a 1937 over here. Okay. We're going to roll of wheats. Probably some better dates than you're used to. Now, for every like and every dislike, seriously, either way, you can vote either way. And understand, it doesn't matter which way they vote. Dude, if you vote down, I make money. I'm all for it. For every thumb in any direction, we're going to add them together. And I've got this sack of wheats down here at my feet. Right? It's got some dust in there, some toenails. We're going to shake all that out and clean it up. And we're going to give you one of them pennies. Now, I've got Canadians down there too, so we'll mix it up for you. So make sure you hit the like button. We do this every week and send out all kinds of pennies. Now you got 50 here. You get 50 shiners over there. And it looks like we got 93 watching right now. So, geez, can we take these pennies from me? Take them. We're going to give them away. Okay, I've got to get my notes out. This is my notes. Usually I'm a little more prepared than this. Huh. Alright, let's zoom up here so we can get a better look at what we got here so far. And I'm going to get over to PayPal and see what people have sent, because we got more coming. The Jeffersons, yeah, moving on up to a big deluxe apartment. Hey, the Waltons, Archie Bunker, all in the family. Let's see, Starsky and Hutch. The Hulk, remember that one? That's got 70s written all over it. Okay, I gotta find PayPal first. There it is. And we're gonna start up right here and see what people have sent. And let's see just how generous these folks are, because it is surprising sometimes. And one person's gonna win all this. So brace yourselves. Let's see, I gotta find that button. Well, that loads, I'm gonna have some coffee. If it loads. Here it comes, here it comes. Okay, okay, there. That's from last week. Okay. That's right. What's today, 19? Yep. Okay, TBS. And we've got $5 from Coin Card Hobbyist. God love you. Now, I've had Joe Durbin as the channel of the week for the past month, and I've got to make a change. So, well, Amanda, she's kind of quiet, but she's steady. She just keeps on plugging away. It's Amanda over at Coin Card Hobbyist. So I'm going to be listing her as the channel of the week for, well, until I change it. And sometimes it takes a little longer. Okay, Gabriel Barker. And I'm going to check some of these notes. Sent by Gabriel Barker, a $20 donation. We thank you very much. And I write down names and stuff, but I'm not doing much with them. But I've got to keep track of it so we can, do stuff. I see Manta Coins with a $25 donation. God love ya. We get a lot of coins, and we get cash from Mantic. He's got that 1964 over here. We'll put in for him. I see Dave Carlisle with a $5 contribution. Hey, I tell you what, I've got to take a moment here and just run. It's what we do when we get older. I'm going to let you stare at this for just a moment. I'm going to take care of nature's business real quick, okay? Oh, I'll be back, I promise. Oh, there it is. I was looking for that. Don't go anywhere without it. Dude, it goes where you do. Riser, can I order like a case of this? Barnaby Jones. Magnum PI was later. Canon. How about Quincy? There's a neat one. Alright. I'm going to catch up again. Where was I? Where PayPal? Okay, we got Dave Carlisle. See Ronnie Joe with a $5 contribution. God love you. Alden Davis. How old are you, Alden? Your parents know you're spending money on this? Now, you don't have to send money to win, right? But you got to send money for somebody to win. If you do send money, it doesn't increase your chances. You got the same chance as anybody else. Now, here's the thing. If you do win, right, you can't win again for 3 months. That's the first rule, okay? The second way we're doing it now, right? Last week, we had a new winner. Never won before. So this week, anybody can win, except, you know, the people that won the past 90 days. But if we get a repeat winner this week, then next week, the following week, will be limited to only first-timers. That'll be fair. Gives those new people a chance. And the people that have won it before, they're probably still going through their original package. You saw Van Halen in concert, David? You were like born in the 40s or something. Gosh. I went to Moody Blues a couple of times back in the day. Let's see. What was that one chick? You know the one? Fleetwood Mac? The Fleetwood Mac chick. I don't know, Stevie Nicks, back when she was hot. Yeah, I went to one of those. It was really neat because there were 16-year-olds in the audience, hundreds, thousands of them, all dressed like Stevie Nicks, you know, in black and stuff. Okay, there's all of them. We got you here. I see CFA for the Big Show Professor, he says. That's a $5 contribution from CFA. God love you. He sent in the the star note over here. And I see Anna Hutchin with a $5 contribution. Okay, what are these? Oh, okay, that's what we got. Let's go back through it again. I see Coin and Card, yup. CFA, yup. Let's see, Alden Davis, yup. Ronnie Joe, yup. Dave, yup. We got Mantic, yup. Gabe Barker, yup. Coin and Card. Okay, now I'm going to go back because I know we got a couple of things from earlier this week. And I didn't get a chance to write them down. There it is. There's RB Edgar for 15. Everything is good right there. 15 RB. And I didn't write down who sent after CFA. It was Anna Hutchinson. God love you, dear. Okay, let's add it up and see where we are. You ready? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and 5, 6, 7, 8, $90. We get 90 bucks to work with, babies. Now, we're going to say $20 out because, well, that's how we do things. I don't make much on this, so to make sure we cover all the bills, which is going to be the holders for everything, all the shipping that goes in, all the pennies we add, we're going to take $20 and pull it out. Now, if we get over $100, we do this kitty, right, where we take $10 out, we set it aside and put it into the kitty. So the kitty doesn't get to eat today, but no matter, people are always adding something to it. It works out pretty good. The idea behind the kitty, let's see if I can pull that up. I had it. Wait. The idea behind the kitty is we can use it as a savings account to build up until we can afford a crazy nice penny, or whatever the heck we're putting in. Okay, wait for it. I gotta get my screen fixed. I got a pen in my hand. I'm trying to use a mouse. Here's the screen, and here's the coin spreadsheet, and here it is. Okay, over here we got the previous winners since going back over a year. Whole bunch of folks. Last week was a new winner, Ray Failman. There we go. He's new, so anybody can win this week except the people that won in the past 3 months. So we're up to 219. Let's move this down just a little bit. And you're clear through 217. So Rich H, RB Area, John Wolf, Paula, Black Steel, Bill J, Blues. Unless you won recently. Oh, there you are. Okay, you guys can win again. But Rich H, 9 dimes. Captain Jigga, Ant, Andrew O'Neill, Silver Raptor, Matting, Dirty Laundry, Trey, Blues, and Rafe cannot win. Now over this side of the screen, let me see if you can see that because I'm always screwing with the screen. Where'd it go? There it is. This? Okay, we can see to here. Okay, over in this side of the screen, I've got to add a little bit on these 2 dates. All right, no, I got to add a little bit on this date. What's this date? 12? Yeah, okay, I got to add a little bit here. Haven't got caught up with my notes. I got something over here, which I get the date wrong. That should be 5/14. All right, no matter. We're going to update this. We're at over $200 in the kitty. At about $350, we can probably get this thing that I would like to get. And when we get the kitty going, anybody can win because all the people over on the left side, even the winners, they've all been waiting for this thing for months and months. We've been going on for, I don't know how long. Where'd it go? We've been going on since September on this, and we're up to $200. Well, stand by and wait for it. We're going to get there, and it's going to be an awesome giveaway. Let's find the screen again. There, we got it. The kid next door wants to trade me one for a 1909S. One what? What do you trade? Get it. Unless it's worth more than a 1909S. Leonard Skinner, Goose Creek Symphony, Montrose. I never got to go see the Grateful Dead. That's one of my few regrets in life, is I didn't get to go see the Grateful Dead. When I was living in Albany, New York, they'd come by every year, right? And you hear stories. And I'm thinking, dude, this got me written all over it. I should be at this Grateful Dead concert. But anyway, the cops got involved, and well, there's that time in there where the black period, we call it. Probably for the best. Alice Cooper. Yeah. All right, we got $90 we're going to add into this package, and the first thing we're going to put in, right? Where the hell did that go? Okay, we got the Type 2 Buffalo nickel. First thing we're going to put in is that Type 1 Buffalo nickel. So you've got one of each. And if that could focus, I'd just be overwhelmed. Look, it's focused. Oh my God, I'm so nice. Okay, that's your Type 1. A little worn. Where'd it go? I had it written down here. It's good to very good. I mean, you've still got plenty of details. It's got some horn, right? It's got 5 C's. It's missing a little bit there. And the ubbers. It's not too bad up. It's not screwed up. You can make out the date if you get right in there and look and say, that's a 3. All right. That goes in at $9. And we'll go from there. What's next? What do you want to see next? What do you guys like the most? Okay, because I got to take out 20. That leaves us 70. And then I take out 9 for the buff. So we still got $61 to play with. A 4-pound Freddy. What are you talking about? The best singer of all time. I think it was before my time. Hey Ken, my old man's nephew was born at a Grateful Dead right there on the lawn. Yep, you're out there singing. Pick that up. Get back to it. What'd they name him? Probably Jerry. Gerald. Indian scent. Have I got an Indian? All the Indians I have are just, you know, beaters. I don't have a good, well, Paula's got one in her box, but I don't have one. What you say? A Morgan dollar? Okay. All right, let's do that. Where'd that one go I had? What? Oh man, I touched the keyboard. Stand by. There. I think that works. Go see Pink. Floyd? What you got here? I've got an 1897. No. It's a 1987 Morgan dollar. Here it is. Real nice shape. I call it AU. And we can look at that under the scope here just to goof off. Come on. What's a great... Oh, there is no mint mark on this girl. Scope. There it is. 1897. We'll get around and have a look. And I call it AU. Look at the feathers. Look at the breastage. Look at the other feathers. Because a person should have a decent quality AU Morgan. Here we go. Now, Trey had sent one in earlier this week and wanted to say, what would you call this? I think his is a little bit better than this one. And we gave his an AU 55. And I'm looking at the hair detail. Where'd that pointy stick go? There we go. Okay, right above the ear is the first place you look, right? You want to look at the high points up here. These are looking pretty good. But I get a lot of superficial marks all over this thing. Lots and lots of them. If I can shake that around, you're going to see lots of superficial marks. All right. Another place to look is these, the leaves, the top of the cotton. Then you get into the lower hair down here. A little heavier, a little bit of wear here, but it's an AU for sure. And there we go, 1897. Have a look. Good shine on there. I think my last was Bob Snyder. What was the last concert I went to? Dude, I don't know. Probably Moody Blues. Okay. Lots and lots of incidental marks. Okay, that one over there is kind of good size. No matter. We're going to put that in at $40. Set that down right in here. Okay, we still have $21 to work with. Yeah, no fooling. What? You want another dollar? We can do that. Point. How about this old girl? It's not really that old. It's a 1986. It's a P. P? Yeah. I'm going to have to open this because this is one of those neat things. I really wish I would have been. I was 10 when I heard about Elvis. He was in his 40s, you know. He was down in the jungle room or something like that. I'm going to open this if I can. There we go. This is a Statue of Liberty Ellis Island silver dollar, 90%, 1986 piece, so it's uncirculated. No sea hags. I got some around here somewhere, I swear it. And we're going to look at this because this is a neat thing we came across. Here we go. Beautiful shape, right? And we're going to get down into here. And you'll have an example of doubling. But this is not a doubled die, right? We use this to compare to another one that we also had. You can see the doubling on the 1-9 and starts to thin out as you go further to the right. But also on the feet of the statue, that lower bottom line. This is doubling. But I've got two examples, and they have different die markers, right? One has a, now this is probably the one with a 9, or the R. Where are you? Where's the R? R, is that the one? Nope. Okay, so this must have the, there we go. We got these little tiny clash marks over here on the right side. Right? Show up as little triangle shapes. I had that stick moments ago. Okay, ready, right in there. And this pretty good sized clash, but I've got some polishing marks as well. Over here, they're north-south polishing marks, and if I put that under the angle, maybe those will stand out. They're tough. You can see them with a loop. The camera here might not want to pick them up and transmit them 2,000 miles to your home. Okay, now, if I've got polishing marks on this one, I would expect another coin to either have the similar polishing marks or have no polishing marks if it was from the same die. The other one I have has a mark, a die gouge coming off of the tail of the R, but it has no clash, right? And it has no polishing marks. So how can this be? How can I have a big mark, right, a die gouge on one coin, and for that to appear on a coin by the same die at a later date in the life of that die, I'd have to grind the hell out of this R. It can't be the same die, but it's the same doubling. We have to go upstream. The dies are created by a hub. The hub punches the die. If the die is hubbed and then hubbed again, you have a shift, right, in between, and that's a doubled die. Okay, well, what if it was struck with a doubled hub? If the die was produced correctly with a doubled hub, I would see this. Not only that, but I could have multiple dies produced by the same doubled hub, and they can have different markers. So that's what we're getting into here. Now you got a mintage of, what is it, 284,000 for the 1986 P, which is what this is, and those numbers really don't support the need for a large number of master dies, because there's another level above the hub. It goes from master hub to master die to working hub to working die. Okay, well, the volume that were produced suggests that this was produced with a doubled working hub. Kind of neat, but it doesn't add a whole lot of value because, you know, it goes from the hub to the die, and, well, if you make a bunch of them, yeah, you're going to find more of these out there. I've seen pictures up on PCGS. They're struck twice. It was hubbed twice is the process where you drive the, well, in this case, the master die into the working hub. That was done twice. That's where the doubling occurred. From the master hub, from the working hub to the working die, it was a normal strike. And the coins that were produced from a normal strike from a doubled hub would be, well, just like a doubled die. No matter, we're going to put that in, and that's going to finish us off. Okay, let's find this. There we go. It's not a bad looking coin, you'll like it. Let's look at the back while we're here. We ought to. Please speak English. It's not a double die, but it's kind of neat. It's a doubled working hub. Here's the back. Ta-da! There's the rays, and from those rays is where we get that little bit of a clash on her. Give me your tired. You're poor. Your huddled masses yearning to breathe free. $1. 90% silver. Kind of neat. Let's put it in there. Let's see what we got. Let's get this out of here. We got to give it away now. Okay. Everybody paying attention? Led Zeppelin. Okay, what do we got here? We got everything from here over. There's a Canadian nickel. We got 2 proof nickels from Bill J. Get this out of here. This is from Amy. We got these from, wait for it, Patrick Sin, Roadrunner. 1920, 1920S. We got a Morgan dollar. We got a Balboa. We got a fidget spinner. Let's see if we can see those here. Okay, we got the silver Statue of Liberty dollar. We got the Buffalo with a repunch mint mark. There's no question it's repunch mint mark. It's just which one. We got the proof dime. We got the Buffalo Type 2. Where'd the Type 1 go? It's here somewhere, man. There it is. The Buffalo Type 1. We got a couple of Canadians. A 1963, right? Nice shiner. And another 1963 with a hanging 3, so you can compare them side to side. We got a BU wheat. We got a couple of BU nickels, a BU memorial, a couple of copper rounds. Huh? We got that little thing right here. Blues wants to know about. You ever make biscuits? You punch out the biscuits, you get the dough left over. It looks like that. That's what this is. It's the leftover biscuit after they make coins. We got a couple of blanks. We got, this thing is going to be a proof quarter. Then, of course, the jewelry. We got a 64 Kennedy, right, with the broken rays. Let's see. Ike. You like Ike? We got a George Washington $50. We got how many likes and dislikes? We'll get to that in a bit. We got a couple of Chanter stickers and cards. Right, we got Lemon, we got Paula, we got Youper. I got a roll of, well, 30s is what we're showing on this one from Bill Betts and from Silver Nitrate, of course, 2019 D. Up here from Cheapskate, we got a 50 Piaster. From CFA, we got a Star Note. Look at that. Anything else? I think that's it. Here's my coins that are going back to the bank. 5 unlikes. Where's my other 10? That's just plain shoddy workmanship. Come on. All right. This is empty. This is a tube. Fits dollars. These are pennies. Okay. There's a cap here. There it is. In the tube, I have some pennies. It's 102 thumbs. All right. A plaster for Peeves from Sibis Cake. What happened? Ah, dude, I think there's something wrong with your keyboard. It's stuck or something. Okay. Sam, you got here just in time. All right. Okay, here's the deal. You get one guess. One. Only one. If you guess twice, even if one or both or more of your guesses are right, you're disqualified. I hate to break it to you, but we're going to move on to the next person. You lose. All right. You got to be a U.S. citizen. You got to live in the United States with a U.S. shipping address. If you're under 18 and your parents have a problem, they got to send it back. Let's see. Any other rules can you think of? That's probably it. Okay, now I'm going to type go. And what you're going to do, there's the go mark. Let's see if we can see this. You're going to guess how many, what's the face value of what's in this tube? What's the face value in here? Go. Now, the first person to get it right wins. If nobody gets it right, you get one guess. If nobody gets it right, then whoever gets closest without going over. Right? How much money is in this holder? We'll just spill it out. And we're waiting. It'll slow down in a second. I'll keep it in view. All right, let's get a card because we're going to have to dump it out here because I don't know how much money's in here. 50 cents, 54, 42, 219, $1.87, 32, 43. Okay, it's slowing down. Oh, geez, guess that guess was way over. 27 cents. Now, if you have a number, right, I'm going to assume it's cents is what you're talking about. That'll work. 457. That is not a roll. It's slowed down. I'm going to type stop because I'm sure we have somebody who's won by now. Stop. Now the moderator is going to help me out here because I got to go all the way back. We got 100 comments, and there is no keeping up with the comments, right? I mean, I've done it before where I count, I come up with the answer, and geez, I think I got the right person, but they went by so darn fast. 6 people got it right before the guy that I said won, and then I feel like a dork. Okay, let's count these up. Dum-da-dum. Nothing up my sleeve. That one fell. That one fell. That looks really good for a 1964D. So not only are we going to count that, we're going to put it in the package. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's a wheat penny going back to the bank. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, ready? 19. You watch Sesame Street? 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 5, 10, 15, 20, 1, 2, 24 cents. The guy's over thinking, I get 467. Don't take us so bad. We're going to have another show next week. All right, we're going to find who got 24 or closest without going over. Okay, I see 36. Let's go to the screen. Here's the screenshot. All right, here we go. So we can look up. Oh, look, I got an arrow. Oh, handy. Okay, let's see. If I press this, I can then scroll down. All right, 36, 48, 73, 31, 27, 86, 39, 47, 46, $1.96, 28. Oh, it's over. 56, 62, 46. Paula, 25 is over. Sorry, 57, 34, 23. I see Jess Campbell with 23. If somebody got 24, it's the only way you can lose. If somebody gets it dead on. Okay, 74, 52, 69, 7, 25. Are you even trying? I mean, let's, what? Are you trying? Okay, look, I've got something for CJ, by the way. I'm going to show you guys in a bit because he's been sending me all kinds of really good stuff. 69, 725, 41, 27, 26. Oh, sorry, Dodger, you're over. 57, 55, 52, 28, 45, 42, 68, 37s, 82, 7, 36, 31, 25, another 25. Mike Badger with 24. I see Mike Badger. Sorry, Jess. Mike got it on the dot. Now, did Mike guess more than one time? That's what we're going to check next. I go a little faster because he's blue. Okay, do we get any more blue? Let's find him. Okay, there's Go. There's Paula. There's CJ. There's, where is it? There's Mike with 24. Coin Dragon with 39. Mantic at 42. That just bounced on me. Let's scroll back up. Okay, it's gone. What? I hate this computer. There's Mantic at 42. There's Stop. I see Mike Badger as having the correct number, the only guess. There he is. Mike Badger. Congratulations to Mike Badger. Have you won before, Mike? I gotta look. Okay, we're on the screen, so we can go over here. Did Mike Badger win again? When did... No, Mr. Matt Granicki. Mike Mullins. Matting. Wow, Mike Badger is a new winner. So I got 5, 19, Mike Badger. And that's a new winner. Okay, so next week, It's a new one. Anybody can win next week, including, you know, except for the people that have won in the past 3 months. But the previous multiple winners can win next week. Okay, let's catch up on this. Yeah, congratulations, Mike. I need you to do something from me, Mike. Right beside my head, I get this email address. I need you to send me your shipping address, okay? This is important. Because I got to send you this. Now I'm going to send you the coins plus this 1964 that looks pretty good. We'll just slide him right off into the package. The rest of these ain't worth nothing. Okay. I need to know how many likes and dislikes we got right now. It's like 105 or something. I will. You're darn right you will. Look what's coming. You got some nice stuff here. Look, you got this thing. Right? That's nice and shiny. Did you send anything in today? Because, yeah. No, I think we're good. We got a George. We got some rolls of stuff you got to go through. We got some channel stickers, some nice copper. We got a Morgan. You got this gorgeous thing. You got a Type 1 and Type 2 1913. And this baby's smoking. Right? That's a smoking buffalo right there. You got a Proof Ike. Let's see, a Balboa. A couple of pennies. A little bit of everything right there. 112. Mike Badger wins. I gotta cross out Jess's name. Sorry, Jess, you were awfully close. You know, but for a penny, the shoe was lost. Okay, got your address. We got 112, and I'm gonna add probably 112 and a few extra to make sure I don't have to, you know, bother. I don't count. I'll fill this up a couple of times and throw some more in. That's how it works. But those will be wheats and pennies. We got to do this, right? Did you see this? These are Roman numerals. Kind of funny. Mike Mullins. These are Roman numerals. You can actually translate these from their Roman numeral into a, you know, Arabic numbers. Do I have to spell that out any farther, or have I offered enough that, dude, you're on your own? Roadrunner? Dude, you would ruin a movie, wouldn't you? The butler did it. Everybody dies at the end. You know, he comes out of Titanic, right? He comes out of the movie Titanic and says, go home, guys. Everybody dies. Okay. On the back of one of these Roman numerals is a number. And you gotta pick one of these things. Okay, now this would be the first M, the second M, the first X, second X. You know, tell me which X or which I or which M. Spoiler alert. Yep. Everybody dies. Don't bother with the movie. So what I need from you, Mike, is pick one of these. And this is going to tell us how many of those foreign coins. The first X, you say. Dum-da-dum. The first X is 6. Dum-da-dum. Okay, good. We got 6. Here they are. Now we're going to get 6 of these out. TT2N. TT2N. I'm no good at puzzles. I make them up. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You like the way I put my thumb on it? 6, 7, 8. 9, 10. It was 6, right? Okay, look, these are the same, I think. So we'll let you keep the shiny one. How many are we counting here? Are these the same? That's good enough. That's close to 6. Yep. My grandmother lost 2 fingers on her hand from a tractor accident, so she could only count to 3. How much money's in there? $3. That's it. Better than the first X. What was the first X? The first X had 5. Funny. What's the L? I bet you that's a 4. Wow. What's the M? 3. You're noticing a pattern. Let's see, if that was 6, what would this one be? How about 7? Huh? This is where it would have been fun, because we have times 2 or times 3. Pick again. No matter. We're going to put in some of these and just call it good enough. Ken got it right. The first X was upside down. He said the second X. That's the second X. That's the first one. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I had them in a sequential pattern. Say that with me. Sequential. Okay. That's coming at you, baby. So be ready. And for those of you who missed my clue, see Michael Mullins, and he'll help you figure that out. Okay? There. Mike Badger. We got a new winner. No matter, it's all good. And you got a bunch of coins. You'll be happy. All right, listen. CJ's been doing some good stuff. Where the heck is it? He's been doing this, right? He's making these dies. Even if he screws them up, they're coming in handy. Right? We got, there's a CJ die. He just keeps on sending them. Well, this is going out to CJ because he's been doing great to me. And I haven't sent him much for it. And it's a book we were talking about a couple of weeks ago. It's The Engravers, Minters, and Distributors of Civil War Tokens. And that's by Q. David Bowers. Dude, it's still in the plastic. It's brand spanking new, completely unslobbered. Let me borrow it when you're done, okay? You can keep it, you can read it. When you're done, you can pass it on to somebody else. I don't really care. But that's coming your way. You'll like that. That's good. But that's a thank you for all this good stuff you've been sending me. We got dies. We got them other things. It's neat. These are so darn handy. You never saw that book before? I'd open it up and find out when the copyright date is. But I imagine it's probably within the past 20 years. And knowing Q. David Bowers, dude, he's been writing for 40, 50 years. I've read several of his books. They're always good. Yeah, that's coming. Because, that's a thank you. That's the idea. Alrighty. Let me fold this up and not lose it. Mike, I want to thank you. I want to thank everybody. Mike did his part in winning the show. CJ gives us all these props, which makes these shows so darn handy. We have people send cash, right? We got Coiny Card Hobbyist, Gabe Barker, Mantic Coins, Dave Carlisle, Ronnie Joe, Alden Davis, CFA, Ann Hutchinson, RB Edgar, or RB Area we call him. Let's see. Balboa. Yep, we want to thank Balboa himself. Vasco Nunez de Balboa. We want to thank, let's see, Frank Gasparo. No, FS. We want to thank Felix Schlag for designing some of these prizes. Bill Betts, Silver Nitrate, Joe Durbin, Hairspray. That's a note from earlier. Never mind. SJ, Paula Bloom, Amy, Paula Madding, Brian Hooper, Roadrunner, Cindelicious. Anybody else? And everybody else, and I'm sure I forgot somebody. We had Cheapskate Coins in here. He's probably under this bit. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I think that's everybody we have to thank this week. And everybody who helped click the thumbs up or down so we can get a bigger package. Stay tuned for announcement of the Viewer's Choice Award. We're going to announce a Viewer's Choice Award tomorrow night when I have photos and email address and everything else ready. And tomorrow, we're going to have the giveaway. Oh, and then you get these. We're going to have the giveaway tomorrow for the Coin Seminar Weekend, where we're giving away the 1993 Prestige Proof Set, the Dansko album, and the 2002 West Point. Okay, now Paula, she did this last time too. She's a big supporter of everything all you folks do. We have a Viewer's Choice Award. So if you've been watching these channels, even after they've been on, go back and watch them and pick out the best producer of the show. Now I don't qualify because I declare the winner and stuff, but I get to count the vote and stuff, so I don't count. And pick out your best channel, whichever one you like best. It's a viewer's choice, and we got three 1 ounce silver coins to choose from. So the winner of the Viewer's Choice Award will choose from those, and Paula will send it out directly. God love her. But there's pictures of the darn things, and I have to get them up. There's a, let's see, an Australian koala. There is a Canadian silver maple leaf, and there's another one. Well, I don't have the pictures ready, and I'm not quite ready with that announcement, so I'm looking pretty bad right now. But no matter, the coins are gorgeous. I've seen them. Well, I've seen images of them. And we thank Paula for that. God love you. But tomorrow night we'll have all those details for you. So get ready, and you get to vote. And the person who wins is going to get a nice coin. Roadrunner coins not here. How does one vote? We have an email address that CJ had set up. It's Coin Seminar Weekend at, I don't know what it is. I don't have all that ready. Tomorrow I'll have it ready with the email address, where to vote, how to vote. You just send an email with, you know, your selection in the subject line of the email. And it goes to Coin Seminar Weekend at something.com. And I think I have the code so I can get in and read the emails. Yeah. I've been kind of sidetracked lately. No matter. LOL, you're fine. They're gorgeous coins. Look at, I mean, this is the kind of, it's going to be of this caliber and quality. Right? Seriously. Where is it? Yep, you get this girl on the front. Now, one is a koala, which is a reverse proof. I forget the middle one. And the other one's a Canadian maple leaf. And I got to find out what the little hallmark is that'll be down on there. But, yeah, Australian. It's a shield or something. It says Guinea or, I don't know what it is. But the koala is a $5 silver Australian dollar. This is a spider. Ooh. Eight-legged freaks. They're neat. So come back tomorrow and we'll have all that information. But we got to give away, you know, these 3 prizes. All you need is a clue from each channel. Go back and watch them. You got until tomorrow night to figure out, you know, everybody's clues. Like Bill 457, he put his clue in a secondary video. Watch that. It's a 1 ounce guinea. What's a guinea? It's like 15 shillings or something. Savoir-faire's everywhere. 9:30. It won't take long. It'll probably be right in the middle of Adriana's mishmash. Adriana's show is on Monday night. But we always do this, so we give people that extra, you know, day to catch up. Hey, they got to take the kids to school, you know, do groceries, mow the lawn, all those things I should be doing. Don't. I'm working on it. I need a cow again is what I want. Yeah, it's pretty. You thought you saw a spider that wiggled and jiggled and tickled inside her? Burn her with fire. A guinea is a bird that makes a great Cajun gumbo. Alright, it's also like a currency, like a, you know, a pound or a shilling or a guinea or a, whatever the hell it is. It's big, it's round, it's silver, you love it. Anything special in the 73 proof set? I got a 93 proof set. That's being given away. Is that what you're talking about, the 1993? This is a prestige proof set. Look at this. It's this thick. You got the deluxe velour case. Huh? Look at that. Feel this. You don't know. All I can do is describe how good this feels. The presidential seal. Look at this. United States Mint 1983. It's spotless. This comes from Blues Coins, and you have the James Madison silver dollar, penny, nickel, diamond, quarter, and I have not looked at these for errors or issues. And the James Madison half dollar. Now the half is clad. Both halves are clad. All the coins are clad except for the dollar, which is silver. There you go. You'll like it. Is that a hair? That's gotta go. It's been 26 years of hair. Here's the other sides of them. It's a delight. You'll like it. Somebody's going to get that. But the first winner, right, chooses, and the next one chooses but can swap with the first guy. And the third winner, you want to be that guy because he gets his pick. Kind of nifty. There's SJ. Where have you been? Bill J's here. We thank Bill J. He put in, let's see, what Bill J put in today? I got to look around. He put in the 2 proof nickels over here. Yeah, I thought it was a double-sided nickel because I looked at it like this. I said, oh, look, it's proof on 2 sides. It wasn't. I'll leave you with this. This is my clue, by the way. You have to translate it. Ain't nothing easy on this show. Now, the more clues you have, the better your chance of winning. It's been a plum. It's been a pair of plums, I tell you. Are those supposed to be pizzas? The fidget got one. The fidget is gone. That's right. Now, this was from Big Flip, and I guess Matting won it. It's got Big Flip's logo on there. Now, if I get a logo on something, it's going to be like on a whoopie pie, a whoopie cushion or something. But I got to get like 700 of these whoopie cushions to, before I can. You can get your logo put on just about anything. Yep. Ken's whoopie cushions. Where'd that thing go that makes a noise? Here it is. A whoopee cushion. You fill it with air and stuff. Yeah, we got a fidget spinner coming at you. Dude, I don't know what to do with this. You got a spinner? They collect these things. People. What is this? It's a low friction device. All right, let's set that aside. Oh, it's part of the prize. Okay, guys, I'm getting worn out. I'm gonna punch out and go. I'm gonna eat, use the bathroom again, wash my hairs from all these filthy coins. My God, I can't stand it anymore. Big Flip's got mouse pads too. I use the desk. I had a mouse pad for like, I don't know, 20 years, and it just, got grungy and nasty and just started flicking. Oh, it had to go finally. Just see you later. Now I just use the desk. So I can't use the mouse easily. It's right over here. I can't use it easily because I keep running into stuff. I had a cordless mouse, but dude, no. I think I hit by the shed. Eat more possum. That's right. Stay groovy, eat possum, collect coins. I'm going to take off, guys. Thank you for everybody, and congratulations, Mike Badger. And we'll see you later.